I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up, I hype me up, I gas me up. Take up space, sis. Got my room with this. Take up space, sis. I got my room with this. I'm a trip for.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you all feeling? Happy Thursday to you. Happy Friday Eve to you. Good morning. Let me start at the top. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me start. Lonnie checking in. She said, girl, that YSL and attorney Mary stuff is crazy. I did see it on Twitter. His attorney denied it. We'll get into it. We'll get into it. Good morning, Regina B. Good morning, Soundcheck Annette. Good morning, American Born coming in at number 4. Thank you so much. Soundcheck Annette says I was on the Law Intellect listening to updates on Bishop Whitehead accusers, and she discussed the attorney's marriage. Good morning, the fabulous Linda Greer. Good morning, Valerie R. Good morning, the network specialist. Good morning, superstar. Toot, toot, toot. Hey, beep, beep. You deep in the bushes for a moment. What you over there? Where you at, Toot? What you over there listening to, Toot? Good morning. Good morning, Cricket 22. Good morning, Regina Phillips. Good morning to my beautiful mother, network specialist. Good morning, Q Catrice. Good morning, Yana. Good morning to my auntie Auntie Natty checking in at number 9. Thank you so much, Auntie. Let's see who else we got. My beautiful love Key checking in. Good morning, everyone. Headed to a doctor's appointment, listening in the bushes. VCU, good morning. Good morning, Sugarfoot Chronicles of Kim K. VCU checking in at number 14. Thank you. We got who else we got in the building? Who else we got in the building? Watching from the nail shop. Sue says she performing espionage right now. Y'all, Toot trips me out. Toot, say it. Give me the details. Toot, just drop me the details. Okay. Thank you. No. But good morning, everybody. Make sure that you tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. Tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. So I do want to let you all know that this morning, hey, love seeing her. Look at love seeing her popping in. We don't get the pleasure that often. Good morning, love, seen, heard. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? No, I don't think I missed anybody. Okay, so make sure y'all tap the screen. It don't cost a thing, okay? So I did want to tell y'all this morning, I know that y'all know that the Love and Mirror Transfield streets don't sleep right. We all know that the Love and Mirror Transfield streets never lack any content. Good morning, Jazzy J for life. What's up? What's up? Hey, Hill 75. But number 15, Hill 75, thank you. 1D, we need to get those. If Hill 75, number 15, then that means about 10 of y'all need to tap the screen, please. We know that the Love and Mirror Chancefield streets don't sleep, and I will drop the link for my co-hosts if any of them want to come up. And we can definitely talk about some things. You all can drop it in the comments, and if there's something you want to discuss regarding Love and Mirror Chancefield, we can. The reason why I did not include Love and Mirror Chancefield on the thumbnail is because I have 2 reasons, maybe 3. So, good morning, Rose. 1, sometimes I have expressed this several times on my platform. Sometimes I get burnout from covering it because I come on Monday through Friday. Covering it every day can be burnout, especially when Love and Marriage Huntsville always has something going on. And it's like you constantly windmilling. It could get draining for me personally. 2, it's already been covered like on several content creators platforms. And I've been in a chat, and then so it gets boring for me to kind of, if I've already been in the chat and heard like several people cover it, it's like boring for me to cover it because I don't already gave my perspective like in the chat. Maybe I need to stay out of these chats. Um, Tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. We need 10 likes, please, and thank you. Okay, and then 3. I always come to I always wonder, like, do y'all notice that Melody posts less and less, and she posts less and less, and she really doesn't address this show a whole lot? And I wonder how it feels for every day. Some days you want to just have a normal day, and like the YouTube streets are on fire constantly about your life, everything that's going on. So sometimes I just want to give her a break. Like, sometimes I just want to let her have a break and have a day where people are not just critically every single detail of every single thing going on in her life is covered. And there's other topics, other things going on out there. So I decided to cover some other topics today, and I'm not even worried about views, clicks, none of that today because I almost didn't come on. So, it'll be 10 views versus 0 views. Okay. Good morning, Aries 66. But again, if there's something that you want, that you're interested in regarding Love and Marriage Huntsville this morning, you want to drop it in the comments and say, can we talk about this? I am open to it. Okay. I am open to it. I just didn't have it in my thumbnail. Hey, Imani, checking in at number 25 back in the bushes. Y'all have a wonderful day. I'm listening. Thank you, Imani, for checking in. Although you're in the bushes, Rose, good morning. Good morning. Thank y'all for checking in. Okay, so we're almost 10 minutes. We're almost at the 10-minute mark. So thank you all. Make sure you all have tapped the screen. It don't cost a thing. Tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. And yeah, we about to get started. I'm trying to wait. Let me play y'all something while I need a little filler time. I don't see my co-host or nothing. Okay. Where are my co-hosts this morning? Hold on one second.
I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined. So I won't get fined.
I'm here so I won't get fired. Y'all know why I'm here. Shout out to 2 queens, 1 king. Shout out to Be True. Alf Mizzle, did I say good morning to you? Or did you just come in? Good morning to my beautiful mod, Alf MC. Good Sugar popping in. Miss Sugar Sweet, what's up? What's up? We got some sugar back to back. We got Sugar and Miss Sugar Sweet back to back. Let me drop my link in case my co-host want to come up. I don't know if my co-host want to take a day off, but in case my co-host want to come up, baby, the link is in the chat. Kicking with Courtney, did you hear Dusty stole your saying? What she say, American born? What Dusty ass and got over there and said? Because see, now I'm about to roast her Dusty ass. And I wasn't going to get on them. What did her Dusty ass get over there and say? No, she ain't over there using. Y'all mean to tell me, wait a minute, Dusty over there saying, what? When she say that, Dusty over there saying, using my saying, y'all. So y'all think Dusty be in the bushes. Y'all think Dusty be in the bushes ready to get dragged.
I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Hey, I'm here so I won't get fined. So I won't get fined.
What? Now she over there saying she here so she won't get fined. Child. Shout out to Row Reacts, checking in at number 35 today. Row Reacts and the network specialists are content creators, you guys. Please make sure that you are supporting these ladies with a like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Shout out to Ysl T, boss lady, checking in. Shout out to Miss Wynn. Good morning. Good morning. Shout out to my lovely co-host, Good Sugar. What's up? What's up? What's up, Good Sugar?
Good morning, Courtney and the courthouse. How y'all guys doing this morning?
Good morning. Yana said, that's what I was just saying, trying to make it like she only doing this so she won't get fired. Who told her to review? Don't nobody else review this show. Don't nobody even talk about the show or promote the show for real, for real. So, what she mean? What she mean? Hey, Lala.
Hey, Lala.
But, yeah, so I was giving a spiel this morning. I know you just got in. I know you just got in, Sugar and Lala. Y'all are just getting in. So this is what I said this morning. If there's anything specific that you all want to talk about in the chat, we can cover it regarding Love and Marriage Huntsville. I did not put the Love and Marriage Huntsville in the thumbnail because, and I gave my three reasons why. One, because I come on Monday through Friday, and Love and Marriage Huntsville is, those are the streets that never sleep. Sometimes it gives me burnout, like windmilling and talking about it all the time. Two, another reason I didn't cover it is because I've kind of been in a couple of chats, and this is a rule of thumb that I typically have. I usually don't go to content creators' pages if I haven't covered it on my page, just so we won't be sounding repetitive. If we do, it's by coincidence and not because I was already over there. And three, sometimes I wonder, does Melody just want to have a normal day? And sometimes it could be a lot every time you log on to YouTube. The discussion is on you and your life. Sometimes I wonder, I notice she's posting less. I notice she's taking her breaks. I'm thinking, do we need to focus on her all the time when there's so much more going on in the world? But again, I am here for my audience. If there's something specific that you want to cover or my co-host would like to talk about and go in depth about, we can absolutely do so. Okay. So
Yeah,
what
I
are
got
your
a poem
thoughts, Sugar
for
and
you.
Lala? Did you say, Sugar?
I said I got a poem for you.
Okay, Paul. Come on, Paul.
Oh, you want me to do it now?
Well, you want to save it or what we doing?
No, I'm ready. I didn't know if I can do it now if y'all want to listen to a poem.
Come on, Sugar. Come on, usher in the poem. We might have to open it up and close it out with the poem, okay?
Okay. So this poem was actually inspired by Queen Sheba. So I want you guys to sit back while I captivate as I educate. Hopefully you can resonate as these words penetrate your mental state. The name of my poem is called Me. Do you remember me? When you look in the mirror, who do you see? Is it a face of serenity filled with joy and glee? Or is it a face of pain filled with despair and misery? As I look into my eyes to see, I don't recognize who's staring back at me. Do you remember me? The rhythm and the blues that makes your body move to the groove of your heart tune. Do you remember me? A loving personality that was given to thee to express your authenticity. Is it that very being that we must find the meaning to remove the cloak that has blocked our scenery? Oh, how I want to be free. Free to be me, free to just be. Thank you.
Come on, Good Sugar. That's why she got the nickname Good Sugar over here.
Come
Snap,
on,
you got
Sugar.
snaps going on in the chat.
I love it.
That's right. We love it, Sugar. That was
Thank you. I
beautiful.
appreciate it.
It says, he said, y'all bear with me. I'm on my phone instead of desktop, so I won't be able to speak individually, but y'all know I love y'all. Okay, we got the claps, we got the snaps. Yes, Good Sugar. Okay, Poetic Sugar. Love seeing her say it. Okay. Okay. So shout out to Sugar for giving us that beautiful poem this morning, inspired by Queen Sheba and the Palace. Thank you, Good Sugar. Let's see. I totally agree with you. Love and Marriage Huntsville can be a total burnout. It usually is repetitive content across the board. Yeah. So again, if y'all want to talk about just the interview, we can. But we're gonna get into some other hot topics to start it off, and then we can, wrap it up with LAMH if the audience so chooses. So, and shout out to D. Shout out to who else came in? The review hour. Shout out CC. Good morning. Shout out to y'all. And thank you. We need a poem every day. I told Sugar. We need a courthouse poem. We need a poem specifically for the courthouse. That's how you come up and get us going.
Okay, I get inspired to do that.
Oh, yeah, I think Lala talking in the background. Okay, so let's get started. So the first week we way over. We at 10:16. So let's get into our first topic. Okay.
Sorry, Courtney. I had guests there, but I'm sorry.
No problem. My co-host have been doing too good lately, y'all. She got guests every time we go home. I'm just playing Lala. Thank you, love. You said you come. You
We
said
love you, Lala.
Courtney, what are you trying to say, Courtney?
Uh-oh.
nothing. Nothing. I ain't trying to say
He
nothing.
wasn't messing with you, Lala.
No, I'm just playing. But what was I? Oh, so we're gonna get started. So YSL, I know a lot of people have not. I don't know if a lot of people have been keeping up as usual with YSL since. Y'all know that. Young Thug was released on Halloween, so I don't know how people have been keeping up, but I've still been keeping up with the trial. Hey, Mimi. So yesterday, some information came out. I don't know where it came from. I don't know who started snooping, but some information came out. Lil Woody's stand-in lawyer's name is Kayla Bumpus. Kayla Bumpus has been causing controversy since she appeared on the YSL trial. She was not Lil Woody's actual lawyer, but his lawyer had to take a vacation. His name was Melnick, attorney Melnick. He took vacation, so he asked Kayla Bumpus to stand in for him while Lil Woody was on the stand. Kayla Bumpus is actually the lawyer that Lil Woody told you fired, that went viral. And she was actually not fired. They were actually cool. He just wanted to relieve her because the judge wouldn't let her leave legally. So he told them he was firing her. But she was never really his actual hired attorney. After that, she started doing YouTube. She came on YouTube. She makes YouTube videos. She set up her Instagram. She just got it popping. She posts sexy pictures. So a lot of people she hangs out with Lil Woody a lot. So she's faced a lot of criticism from people that follow this trial for her professionalism, all types of stuff. And I'm going to get to y'all comments in just a second. So yesterday it came out on Twitter. Somebody posted an unofficial wedding certificate. Now it's unofficial. I don't know where they got it from. And it was all over YouTube last night. So somebody posted an unofficial marriage certificate and it has Kayla Bumpus's name. She's the attorney that represented Lil Woody. And it has Shannon Bernard Jackson. Now, Shannon Jackson, aka Shannon Stillwell, is still one of the two defendants that's still currently on trial for RICO in Atlanta for this YSL trial. He and Diamante Kendricks are the two that did not take their plea deals last week, so they're the two that's left. But somebody found, like I said, it's an unofficial wedding certificate that says Kayla Bumpus is married to Shannon Jackson, aka Shannon Stillwell. I don't know why this man has two last names, why he goes by Jackson sometimes and goes by Stillwell sometimes. That's a bit confusing, but his middle name it has been confirmed that Shannon Jackson Stillwell's middle name is Bernard. Kayla Bumpus got on last night. She got on her channel last night, and when asked about the marriage to the defendant, she said that she's not clearing ish up for nobody. She's not saying it's true. She's not saying it's false. All she knows is she ain't clearing nothing up. People can think what they want to think. She hasn't made any violations, any code violations. A lot of people got on and called her out last night. They were like, by her being an attorney and her being so involved in this case, why wouldn't she just come out and say, it's not true, this is not false? They're saying she's clout chasing because why is she not just saying, by this being a defendant in the case, why would she just not say yay or nay? Lonnie did come in here. She did say on TikTok that Shannon Stillwell, Shannon Jackson, attorney, went on Twitter to say that is false. But what Kayla said is false. We shall see how this plays out. I'm going to share my screen and let y'all see. I want to share my screen and let y'all see the marriage certificate that they put out. Can y'all see? Let me know if y'all can see my screen. Can you see my screen? Sugar?
I see it.
Okay. So this is the unofficial marriage license. Again, you see, let me look at it right here because I can't really see it on my screen. It says Shannon Bernard Jackson and Kayla Janae Bumpus, and they were married in, I think, Harris County in Atlanta. It was signed by the Harris County clerk. This is from, I'm trying to find the date. It was from I think they said it was like August of 2024. So this is supposed to be the unofficial marriage certificate. So what do y'all think? What are your thoughts, Sugar? Do you think SoundCheckNet said Kayla doesn't care? It was the county's clerk office. So it's official because it's her personal business. It is what I think what a lot of people Nick at Night went on last night, even her colleagues. She does a panels with several different people. Even her colleagues went on doing a live, and I think a lot of them felt like she's too close to the case. Why did she represent somebody involved in the case if she's in fact dating one of the defendants? But again, it's her business. What are your thoughts, Sugar?
Yeah, that's what I was going to clarify. So she's married to one of the defendants.
That's allegedly.
Okay, allegedly she's
Because
married.
this is an unofficial document, but it's all over Twitter. It's an unofficial document though, and she went to her platform and she said she's not clearing up anything. She's not telling y'all yay or nay.
Mm-hmm.
She's not saying, she said she didn't violate any. She said if it is true, she didn't violate any code. There's no code violations, so she's not clearing up anything. Lonnie came in my chat and said that his attorney denied it on Twitter, but she did represent Lil Woody, who was a YSL member, and also he testified in the trial.
Yeah, that sounds like a conflict of interest if it's true.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it would be a conflict of interest.
Okay.
Lala.
Because, okay, go ahead, Sugar. I'm sorry. I thought you.
No, go ahead. That's all I have to say.
I think it's a conflict of interest. Lala, you got anything, or you busy?
I agree. I think that's a bit weird to be married to someone that you're representing at the same time. I think that's a bit weird. And the fact that she won't clear it up states to me that there is something going on. Because why wouldn't you clear your name if it's not true?
That's what I think. If you know that people are dragging you, why? And it's nothing to do. I know that's your personal business, but the way that she has capitalized off this case, and if in fact you are in a relationship with one of the defendants that's still on the case, that's kind of weird.
It's weird because just like let's go back to Fannie. Remember, she was porking dude, the other attorney.
They say Fonnie was tied to the guy that the unaliving of Donovan Thomas or Big Nut that they're trying to get these guys convicted on, the last two standing.
Uh-huh.
They say that was Fonnie's boyfriend. So when I tell you the whole case, when I tell you this case from beginning to end, it has been a hot mess. It has been a hot mess because they're saying they brought about these whole charges as like revenge for his unaliving because she was in a relationship with him.
Well, I think that when you taking someone to trial or the trial itself, I think that it's a conflict of interest if anybody is associated to the defendants, you know what I mean, the other prosecutors, or I mean, because you always going to have influence there. So that's why I think that it's a conflict of interest. You know what I mean? You sharing, pillow talk, all that could be going on. So I think that, the court should know.
And I think I read that Be True said she's also been using her attorney privileges to see him in jail, allegedly.
Wow.
LA Girl 13 says the timing seems weird to me. Kayla seems 34. Kayla is always wrapped up in something. And I be trying to like Kayla because she's a Black girl attorney, young, getting it. But Kayla is always wrapped up. When it comes to this case, Kayla been wrapped up in all the controversy. And I don't know. Clout is a hell of a drug. I feel like that's why she was into being a content creator instead of being an attorney. Right. Like, girl, you're supposed to be getting to the bag, but you all into the content creator. And I knew she was, because it was a few months ago, it was a lot of controversy because, she was going to concerts and hanging out with Thug sisters, with Young Thug's family. But she was covering the trial. She was trying to get a Rule 22 for the courtroom. She started covering the content, and it's just a conflict of interest. If you're an attorney, especially when she's been a prosecutor and she used to work with the state and she was an attorney for a state's witness, it looks bad that you are hanging out with the defendants and you are possibly in a relationship with one of the defendants, but you are representing for the state. That looks like, I don't know, that looks like an ethics. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you representing a witness for the state, but you go with the defendant?
Exactly.
If that's true, if it's true now, it looks bad. If they're married, does the court know? She said she ain't violate nothing. She said if it is true, it's not a violation. So maybe it just looks bad and it has nothing to do with the law. So I don't know. The case about revenge and win by any means necessary, yes, but they still losing horribly. Okay. We got 97 views, 56 likes. Can y'all tap the screen for me? That's why the prosecutor didn't like. Baby, they could not stand Kayla. Okay.
Did you read?
YouTube unsubscribed you. Y'all check y'all subscriptions daily because YouTube is always unsubscribing my people, and I don't know why. Why YouTube?
And they're making it hard to find you guys.
Yeah, it is making it hard. I haven't been unsubscribed, but for your notifications come off for me.
Really?
Yeah, they haven't unsubscribed me. I don't get notifications from yours again.
But my views have gone down like drastically. I don't know what YouTube got going on, but they better fix it.
Yep.
Max did not deny the marriage. He denied the person someone reported was with his client. Same name, but not his client, because that person was accused of SA. So Max did not deny the marriage. He denied the person someone. Oh, okay. So he didn't deny the marriage. He denied there's someone with a similar name as his client that has an SA charge. Okay. Thank you, Be True. Thank you for that clarification. Mm-hmm. Let me see. I'm trying to get down in the comments, but baby, y'all are commenting. Y'all know I can't keep up. Kayla is shady and questionable, very questionable. I mean, she is trying to play in the court place. Listen, I think something to do with the thumbnails.
But also, Courtney, just know they're shadow banning certain YouTube content creators, especially with the love and marriage realm. Just to let you know, they're shadow banning a lot of people. Yeah. And I've been unsubscribed for a lot as well.
Y'all think I need to change my thumbnails when I come on?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Maybe. I think you should, because they are shadow banning a lot of the love and marriage stuff, only because I realized they're only shadow banning the male fans, not the regular haters.
Oh, okay. Thank y'all for that information. LA Girl 13 says Doug posted on Twitter on what? TT? Is that Twitter? What is TT, y'all?
I don't know what TT is.
what is TT? LA Girl 13. I'm old.
TikTok?
Yeah,
TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, TT's TikTok.
This morning that they're trying to deal with the Kayla sideshow. What? Yeah, because Kayla is always bringing negativity to that. Like, they fight for these people's lives. Like, seriously, they're fighting for these people's lives. And Kayla always doing stuff for clout. Like, girl, you're not on trial right now for your life. So if it's not that man and you ain't married to that man, say it. But y'all, I tried to get on Twitter. I'm gonna show y'all what Twitter did to me. And I ain't did nothing to Twitter. I've never posted on Twitter. All I did was create an account. But I don't want to be on Elon Musk's platform anyway, okay? But let me tell you what he did. I'm about to show y'all. What's going on and how they treat me over here at Twitter just for making an account, okay? It says your account is suspended. After careful review, we determined an account broke the X rules. Your account is permanently in read-only mode, which means you can't post, repost, or like content. You will only be able to create new accounts. If you think that we got this wrong, you can submit an appeal. All I did was make an account.
Wow.
What the hell? How the hell I get permanently suspended? I did nothing. I never posted, never liked nothing. I just created an account. So, F you, Elon Musk, and your
Corny, they did the same to me, hon. They did the same to me, and I was like, if I ever go back on that racist man's platform again.
Why do they do that?
I have no idea. Oh, I know. I cussed some. I went in on a couple of weirdos, but it wasn't so bad. I didn't swear or anything, but I went in on some people on there, and the next thing you know, I'm banned.
I don't know what the heck.
That's crazy.
But whatever. I didn't even do nothing to Twitter, and I don't want to be on that platform. No way. I was just going over there to be nosy with the YSL trial because Thugger Daily be tweeting a lot when I was following it, and I was trying to go over there and read the tweets. But I don't deserve to be suspended because I ain't did nothing. Well, let me see if I can look up Doug Weinstein and see if I can see anything, y'all. And then we're going to get into co-parenting and Halle Bailey. And then we're going to talk about, I want to revisit, y'all remember Gail Lewis?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember Gail Lewis. I want to revisit that TikTok video. Okay.
You heard of Courtney, Uncle Ron? I want to look into that. Like, how did he die?
Who was Uncle Ron?
The one that was talking all that, giving all that information. The bodyguard that was giving all that information about Diddy.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I have to look him up.
Oh, okay.
Word on the street is your new commander in chief is gonna give him get him out.
I don't even know where that come from.
It's all over TikTok. It's all over Instagram. It's all over YouTube. That he's pledged
Where
to
did they
get
get
him
that
out.
from though? Who came out? Sometimes
I have no
they
idea.
just be spreading stuff.
But
And
it
like,
could be
where
because he
did
could
Donald
be in the
Trump say it?
tapes, Courtney. He could be in the tapes. He could be in the pictures. He could be in. We don't know. They're covering for him or something. But that's what they say. That's what they're trying to say anyway.
Right, but I'm saying, where did that come from? Because sometimes these people just be making up stories for clicks and views. Because when did Donald Trump? When has he even made a announcement? I ain't seen him on nothing. I ain't seen him on nothing since when?
But I wouldn't put it past him.
I don't put nothing past nobody.
Because remember, he let out.
I know a lot of people for content. Tasha K does it. They'll just start saying stuff that they don't have no validity to. And I be wanting to know the source. Like, did he say something? Did he make a statement? Or is it just somebody just said, you know what? I think they linking up. I think he gonna pardon him. Watch. Is it something like that?
That's what I think too. But the one I saw on TikTok last night, they were saying it's to do with the 10 tapes that've come out. And that is the reason why he will do that. Same with his ex-lawyer. Remember Rudy Giuliani, is it?
Uh-huh.
He's going to pardon him because, he's under...
Yeah.
He's, I don't know what happened to him.
You know what? If Fonnie don't wrap this case up real quick, she going to be in trouble because, she got RICO charges against him in Georgia. Baby, he going to be on her head. He probably going to give everybody in YSL a pardon. If she don't hurry up and wrap this case up just for the fact that she brought RICO charges against him. I forgot about that, Lala. Yes, they will shadow ban the snake. Must have friends with Google and YouTube. Child, my views have gone down significantly, okay? And like I said, I've had 2 people come so far and tell me that they've been unsubscribed. And I'm not doing it, so I don't know what's going on. I don't even go on Twitter. Melanin Beauty, I was trying to be nosy, and baby, I got blocked. I got suspended instantly. So you know what?
That's crazy.
For the best.
You can appeal
I
it.
don't want to be able to know it. What'd you say, Sugar?
I say you can appeal it.
I don't want to, because I don't even like that platform anyway. I was trying to be nosy one day, and I was like, you know what? Confirmation that I ain't even supposed to be over here. Forget them. In his platform. Let's see. I left the day Elon purchased. He's not for it. Exactly. Don't purchase his cars. Nothing. I don't got to be over there. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me. Thank you for confirmation, keeping me off your regular platform. Okay. Uncle Ron, who's that? That's somebody, a former Diddy bodyguard.
Diddy bodyguard, yeah.
I think the CCs are really taking the court case with OWN seriously enough. I wholeheartedly believe, in my opinion, that OWN is striking, monitoring, shadow banning channels of male fans. Oh, okay. Is Ron the one with the son in jail in Africa? Is he too? I mean, not too. Sugar.
Yeah, that was his son.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you an article, court later.
Okay.
So that way you can look into it, because it's just suspect. I just thought that was good conversation. Like, died from pneumonia.
Yeah, TK just be talking out the side of her neck and people run with it. He got elected. Obviously, no one cares. No one care what he does. No, white people take up for white people no matter what. The platform is only for Republicans. That's why maybe they knew something. Maybe they knew who I was, child, and got me there. Look, we ain't about to play with you. That's the only platform I can curse Carlos out. Listen, they won't even give me a platform. They suspended me as soon as I made the thing. So you know what? I don't care. I ain't did nothing. I ain't posting nothing. I ain't cussed nobody out. I ain't did nothing. I was being nosy, and then CC said she was really good friends with someone at YouTube. Why all these people got these good friends at YouTube? Why all these people got these good friends on YouTube? Child, that's how they be coming up in the world. Cause baby, I can't come up on YouTube. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so that's the story on that's the latest on the YSL update. I just wanted to show you all that and show you I don't know, YSL always got, I'm telling y'all, it's very interesting. To this day, it always got something going on. Cause how the heck is they even tying this attorney to this defendant, child? It's just too much. It's just too much. Okay, so the second story I wanted to bring y'all, let me pull this story up, y'all. Just let me share my screen. And then after I get my stories out, we can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about, okay? Whether it's Diddy, whether it's Love and Mirror Transfer, whatever. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so this is Halle Bailey. Y'all know Halle Bailey has a child with DDG, and they recently broke up. The baby is not even 1 year old yet. Halo, baby Halo here. Um, DDG, make sure it don't have no music. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, DDG was on Kaisenet has a 24-hour, 30-day stream that he's doing, and every day he's inviting different guests on. As you know, yesterday he had Kodak Black on. Y'all, Kodak Black is suffering from an addiction. He actually popped the pill on the live stream, and it was an uproar on IG and Twitter and everywhere else. So last night, DDG came with Baby Halo, and then Halle Bailey let out a series of several tweets saying, as a woman, she's experiencing severe postpartum depression. There are boundaries that she wish would be respected. Nobody knows what someone is going through until they snap. She also said, "Hi, everyone. Just so you know, I am out of town and I do not approve of my baby being on the stream tonight. I wasn't told or notified, and I'm extremely upset to have my baby in front of millions of people. I am his mother and protector and saddened that I wasn't notified, especially when I'm out of town." Halle has since deleted her Twitter and her social media because she received a lot of backlash. A lot of people are telling her that this is a control issue. The father is allowed to post the child just as much as the mother. She doesn't get mad when he posts the baby on his page when it's just a picture. This is control. Some people are saying that postpartum is it's her nerves, that's she's reacting because she's in postpartum. And some people are saying because this was a live stream where people know live and direct where her baby is, that is a problem. So what are y'all thoughts? Is this a control issue with co-parenting? How do y'all feel about co-parenting and controlling what another parent does?
See, here we go with them bringing us in the chat. So since we in the chat, she has a right to feel that way. I wouldn't say that it's controlling. I would say that that's something that she should speak to him about. My cat is on I'm sorry, y'all. I think that is something that she should speak to, what's his name? DDG about, because when it comes down to the kids, both of you have to be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's what's causing this to happen. So for you to feel like you got to put a message up there, I just don't understand how they're not going to people direct. They just keep bringing it to the internet. But I wouldn't say it's controlling. I would say if that's the way she feels, she don't want her, because, both parents got to agree to it. That's the way I think.
What are your thoughts, Lala?
I agree, Sugar, and somewhat I don't agree. I think none of us know if she went to him first and took it to him, and he's still bitter about that breakup because he went on a press tour for 2 weeks about it when no one asked him, and she never said one word about it. So it tells you what type of people they both are, who's clout chasing and who's not, in my opinion. And it's not, for me, it's not about control, it's about protecting your child. Number one, that stream is going, everybody knows where he's streaming from. He's already had police called, he's already had his life disrupted, he's had a lot of things happen because people know where he's at. That father was irresponsible to take a child that time of night on a live stream, knowing people know where that man is streaming from. So for me, she went into mommy mode, protection mode, and she's protecting her child. And that to me is not controlling. I think she should do what Martel Holt did, even though I didn't agree with him. I think she should put a ban on him putting her child on social media, especially on dangerous grounds.
Okay, great perspective, ladies. Great perspective. I think that social media is so, we are desensitized to a lot of things nowadays. I just think we are so desensitized. I don't feel like it's anything wrong with her saying, why are you having my baby on this live stream where people know his live location without notifying me? That's just common courtesy when you share a child. The world sees your baby and you see your baby live, not knowing whether, you know what I mean? I think that's just a courtesy. I think Halle got a long road ahead of her because sometimes we procreate with men that don't really like us, and I get that from DDG. I get that Halle was never really his type. You know what I mean? Some men just like a Ruby Rose, like who he dated before her. Like I think that's his type. And sometimes you just ain't gutter enough for a ninja. You know what I mean? And they will do things. I think she got a long road ahead of her, and I don't know what she's working on or what she's doing, but she went from like the Little Mermaid, Disney princess, and she couldn't even capitalize off of that because she was pregnant. And I haven't really seen Halle doing anything. And DDG, like you said, he went on that press tour. I don't know. Sometimes women, we got to be smarter out here when it comes to these men. They're posting on their page, not on others, but she had every right to feel how she felt.
Yeah, she did.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
she did.
I
And
said,
he
yeah,
tries
she
to
did.
humble her, Courtney and Sugar. That's what he likes to do. Because you remember when she first got the gig and he was on social media talking about, oh, she has to kiss a prince where he's a king and all this stuff. And I was like, what are you trying to say? He was really trying to humble her, even on the press tour when they did the Hollywood, the Oscar week, and they did that Hollywood thing. And in the
He got
interview, he
tired of
was,
being called like Halle's boyfriend. And
yes,
I think,
yes.
like I said, sometimes we get these raggedy ninjas and baby, they be raggedy. And I hate that for her, but she's going to have to, baby, it's going to be probably a long road with a raggedy ninja because you will never his type, no way. And they love to humble. Ninjas will take a successful woman that knows she has a good head on her shoulders, that has a pure heart, and try to humble her. And I feel that too, Lala. He be trying to humble her a lot. Like you a baby mama. No, girl, I don't know. I don't know. It's inappropriate platform for children, in my opinion. He's too young to be on the stream as well. Right here, baby. That baby need to be sleep change, pamper change, playing.
Yeah, but she have every right to be mad. What I'm being nosy on is
Mm-hmm.
what are the conversations behind the scene. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Yeah, we can say he clout chasing, he doing
yeah,
what he wants. So I agree with Lala. Yeah, we don't know what's going on behind the scene. So she coming and she even said about the postpartum. So we know something's kind of going on with her, post the baby.
right.
But what is going on behind the scenes? Like, because I remember in the beginning, before when they was together,
Mm-hmm.
before she had reservations about sharing her son on social media. She had said it before we like actually saw him. If I'm correct, she had made like a post. That's why I don't want to show my son because blah 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 or whatever. So she's already feeling a certain type of way of him being put on social media. So that's what I'm saying. Is it spite that he doing? So obviously it had to be some conversations because she mentioned this when the baby was a baby.
Right. Right. I agree.
I agree, Sugar. It could be out of spite. And
Simone want to come up.
also with the relationship, she wanted to be more private, I
Mm-hmm.
remember. but he
Mm-hmm.
kept putting it out there. Do you know what I mean? So it could be a bit of both. But I think she went to social media because it went left with him, if you know what I mean. That's
And
Mm-hmm.
what I'm getting,
postpartum
because
is a
she's more of a
beast,
private
guys.
person.
Sugar, did you ever have postpartum with either of your children?
No.
I experienced it with my second baby. I probably had it with my first one, but I was so young and you know. But my second one, I experienced postpartum, and it could be very stressful on a relationship because men tend to want you to operate at the same level that you were operating beforehand, and you're struggling internally, and people don't really understand. Sometimes you show up and people don't understand. So, I will give her grace on postpartum because I remember my
Mm-hmm.
my hormones were out of whack.
Yeah,
Um,
and I may not known that it was postpartum. I probably was just pissed off. You know what I mean? So it, what I'm saying, especially with my second daughter too. So I don't know.
yeah,
Simone wants you to
I
drop.
can't really say with my first one, but I know I was struggling with my second child.
Simone wants you
But
to
I don't
drop.
know, it could have been a man too, because child, he was so horrible. I was just stressed out any damn way. So I feel like this is why she left him, because he does too much, and she tried. Why are you bringing that baby to a place where everybody be? They just had a druggie there. He's not protecting the baby nor protecting the baby hairline. Child, not the hairline.
Hey,
Hey,
Court.
Samantha.
Court.
Hey, sisters. Huh?
Simone wants you to drop the link if you.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Okay.
let me drop the link. Y'all know I'll be behind in chat. Thank y'all. Look, that's why I need calls, because baby, I'm still up here at 10:43. We at 10:50 almost. What other girl he dated? She was very pretty. That was Ruby Rose. That was Ruby Rose. But y'all know Ruby Rose is, outside. Hey, Sussex Viral. Sussex Viral is a content creator, you guys. Make sure that you go over, like, share, and subscribe. She's one of our UK sisters, I believe. They have been swatting celebrities and regular folks left and right. And these black men, they'll pop out them first and ask questions later. And her baby is in the midst of it. Ooh. So he was clout chasing to be with her. She trying to upgrade him. And it never works, love seen her. It never does. Regarding Halle, I'm going to mind my business. She asked us to do that when she was pregnant. We tried to protect her and warn her about him. Her, Kiki Palmer, I'm minding my... Listen, I'm done with Kiki ass.
Me too.
I still got grace for Halle because she a little young. Kiki my age, hell. Kiki know what's up.
Courtney, I'm with
Let's
you
just
with the
remind me.
Kiki one. I mind my business with that chick.
Say that again.
I said I'm with you with Kiki. I mind my business.
Listen, I'm done. Okay, I'm done with Kiki ass. Somebody's mama. What's up, somebody's mama?
What's up? What's up? He's not doing the right things with that baby,
And
and
why?
he's taking that baby at like what time of night was he on? Like was he on the stream? Like how long was he up there? Like I'm sorry, like that it was already bad enough that he cut that baby's hair
No.
whenever he shouldn't have.
Oh, he cut
And
the baby
then
dead?
yes, have somebody with some clippers like that showed me that he ain't got good sense.
Oh yeah. See, me and him would have been fighting that day.
Yeah, we would have. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would have been the DV of that day, baby, because I sure would have swung.
And so then add to the fact that she's got to share custody with him, and he actually had him like I don't like that Castanet boy and the people that he has like, and you whoever said that she didn't that he actually had a kid somewhere where people know where they are. Like I don't know why he couldn't figure out that the reason why people like Halle Berry's kids aren't bothered is because they don't show them. Like if you don't need to put your child out there because you want them to grow up and be a child.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
you should have them out and about in front of people. Like you put your child out there and it's unnecessary. Like he took that baby over there on purpose to make her bad because there's no
Okay.
reason
What if behind
for a
the
little
scenes
baby.
he trying to be like low down to her?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course he is.
Mm.
But he was like, what was the point of him taking him to that boy's place and sitting out there with a baby? Like that's the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gives me very much childish,
Yeah.
and
He's extremely child. It's like let that baby stay home with the nanny as God intended.
And I think too, her star was rising, y'all. Her star before she got with him, baby. Color Purple, the musical had just come out. We had just the Little Mermaid. Her star was rising. She got pregnant, and like I said, men like that will try to humble a woman because they could never reach the heights of success that they do. Because what DDG is like a YouTuber, a big YouTuber, and that's basically it. Maybe he raps a little bit. I ain't never
But the
heard.
thing is,
But
he's got decent money. He's got like he is just he's a hater. And
yeah,
all of us have found a man
That
in our
part.
life at some point in time who
Uh-huh.
has been a hater. Unfortunately, she got children by her. Just like poor Mel got children by her hater.
right. By they haters, child. Exactly. I'm telling you, it's a thing with these men trying to humble women. I promise you, they'll get a successful woman and try to humble her. What's up, Simone?
Good morning. Good morning. I can't agree more with this caller and what you said earlier, Court. I mean, you guys are spot on. I mean, spot on. You took the words out of my mouth. He is trying to humble her. In my opinion, I don't think he ever liked her. I think he got with her simply because it was a clout chase move. Her star is shining a little bit brighter than his. Not to say that he's not successful on YouTube and other, social media platforms. He makes good money off of that, but he has been a hater since day one. He has been doing way before she got pregnant. He would make little snide comments about different projects that she was taking on. And I can't remember verbatim what he would say, but it would just always be like a little dig here and there. And as you said, trying to humble her, or like it was some project she was on, and she had a male actor or something was her partner or something,
Mhm.
and he made some sort of remark about that, just petty, immature crap.
Right.
And like you said, that whole he was used to date, he was still texting, or what do
Still
you call it,
texting her.
messaging
Y'all remember
Mhm.
back,
that?
huh?
I was asking, do y'all remember that when he was still texting Ruby when he was
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, she blasted him. So, and this is just, I hope more young black women and older black women look at this, see this for what it is. Look at these examples. Look at the Kikis. Look at the Halleys. You get with some of these men, they really don't like you. And it's sad. It's hurtful. It's very sad. But I just sensed that from early on, because I didn't know who he was. I never looked at his channel. I never looked at it, but I know Halle. And so when they started dating, I just did just lightweight research into him, and I'm like, whatever. But him taking that baby, he's not even a year old, over to that house. That house, I think I want to say Kai was swatted. I think he was one of the ones who got caught up in one of the swatting,
He
because
did.
they've
He
been
did.
swat. He did, yeah.
He
So
did,
why would
Simone.
you?
He had police and the SWAT team. He had everything there.
Yes.
Hmm.
So why would you take your baby over there? That's just dumb. Just like the lady said before me, that's just ignorant. I mean, you're not thinking about your baby. You're trying to spite her. They may have had something going on. They may have had an argument earlier or something. And so he's like, look, this is what I'm going to do. She may have been trying to call him and say, get him out of there. What's going on? Something happened. But I agree with Lala. I think in this situation, they need to, it will be nice if they could mutually agree without having to go to court to keep the child
Hmm.
off of social media. But him being the petty narc, I think he is. I don't think he'll go with it. So she might have to take him to court. Unfortunately, it'll hurt her too. Because I mean, you want to be able to post your baby or child here and there, but maybe not a total ban. Maybe like on holidays or Mother's Day, Father's Day, special events, but not just showing up at this man's house. And I don't know much about Kai, but don't put my child in situations that potentially something could pop off. I mean, we know stuff can happen anywhere, but when we know it's happened although he might have moved to a different spot, shoot, they know how to, these hackers and people, they know how to find your ass. So he was
Facts.
irresponsible, just totally irresponsible.
What
And
about that,
I
daughter?
feel for her. I pray for her because she's gotten herself into something. She got to deal with him for 18 more years.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like he has narc tendencies like Hotel.
What do you feel about what how I see it TV just said? Oh, it just
What
it
she
left the
saying?
screen.
I'm trying to get y'all know I'm still at 1050, child.
Oh, sorry.
Where
She
we
had
at?
said that
Where we at? Let me see.
okay.
Uh let's see. Black women are in the building said I was a fireball hot when I saw her baby there too. The feds kicked in that door. KB was just on there taking pills. Yeah, I just said that he just popped a pill the day before. What
Oh
the
my
hell?
God.
He just did that to piss her off. Yeah,
Mm.
sometimes it looks innocent because people are saying, he's a father too. He should have rights. He always posts a baby. He loves his baby
And I
just
would tell them
like her.
to mind their damn business.
Well,
Because
play
the thing
Courtney, do you know
is,
what he did this morning?
what he do?
What do you
He
do?
went on live and posted the baby running with the baby, like, as a get back at her.
See,
Yeah, he went on a
that's the
live
stuff
And
I'm
she
today.
talking
already
about.
said, people play with you
Mm,
until you snap. He wants her to see what he want her to do because she has this good girl image. He want her to snap. Since
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
last time,
yes,
he want
yes,
I
people.
wish
He
I was
want
her
people to
cousin.
drag her like people drag him.
yes.
I wish she was my little cousin because we would put on our black and red.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
But that
she
you
have every
spot
right to feel
on.
the way she feel.
Yeah, see, that's what he know. If she's going through postpartum, like she says, and I believe her, he
Mm-hmm.
wants to take her there. He wants to see her break. He wants to see her snap, so he can use that again. He will use that for content.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but he's a little bastard. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, it's a new breed of men. I'm telling
Mm,
y'all. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it
find
is.
some clips so we can watch it one day and we can refer back. But it's a new breed of men that are out here. They get these women. They be shocked that they get the woman's attention. First of all, they get these women because he's used to them ruby roses. And SAT sent me one of his other ex girlfriends. She was a YouTuber too. I see if I can pull her up, but they used to them ruby roses that talk to anybody. They get them $1. You got to pay to play, that type of girl. You weren't
hmm
a woman that had standards, that is polished, elegant. You trying to bring her down. She wants to be more private. You keep wanting to be outside with that baby, and it's a lot when they make her baby a meme. A lot that's a lot for a
Yes.
new mom, a first time mom.
Oh,
Your baby a meme every 5 minutes. You know
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
crazy.
saying? People talking about your child every 5 minutes. That's a lot for a new mom, and it's a breed of men that love to humble women. They're mad that they get them, and when they get them, they're in their shadow. So they want to baby mama them. They want to bring them down. They want to have
yes.
them have stigmas attached to them. He wants
Yes.
her to snap so that he could do just like Martel. When Martel was releasing those videos where
Yes.
he should
Mm-hmm.
have been. I would have had the matches and everything on him.
Yes.
Should have
Yes.
been. They do stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he wants. I just hope that she gets to a place of healing and gets over the postpartum. And honestly, she might have to go the legal route to keep her baby off of social media, YouTube, all that, because that will allow him to only rely on what he was relying on before the baby. Just do your content and just you might talk about your baby and his milestones, but keep his image off of there. Keep running around. I mean, accidents happen. He just be doing too much. Accidents happen so much, and he just be running around look like that baby's like a dang on rag doll or something. He just
Mm-hmm.
irritates. He irritates me when he be doing that crap.
He doing the most, boy. And I feel for her because I've been there, especially y'all. People, like I said, the internet is desensitized. This girl is a first time mom. Her body is changing from them hormones.
Yes.
People just be acting. Uh, Venus, there's a link for the membership I just dropped. I don't know if it's been dropped, but I'm
And
behind it.
half of them that be talking about it probably don't even have kids and understand what that entail when you got to deal with a jerk.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, this a lot, y'all.
It's a lot.
Oh,
That's why
I,
I'm saying. I'm like,
feel
I
for
made
him.
it very clear, Court. You put that shit on social media. I air your ass out, both of them. I gonna made it perfectly
Listen,
clear. When my kids were young. Remember when social media first came out, y'all, with Facebook and stuff like that. This fool, This fool
Listen,
want to say something on
my
my
ex
daughter.
used to do me like that, y'all. He used to record. He would push me to the brink of no return, and then when I snapped, he used to immediately pull out his phone.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's
these
how they
men.
do. He used to do me just. He used to pull out his phone every time he would like constantly. He would be attacking me, and then when I'm like flustered, upset, he would pull out his phone. Y'all, I know. I'm telling y'all that.
Yes, I have become. I have become ferocious with my words with them. Like I
Yeah,
behind the scene, but I'm like,
yeah.
you put that on Front Street, I air out your whole family and bring up your ancestors. Stop playing with me.
Okay, your mammy, everybody can get it. Okay.
What she
Um,
said, what this lady on the screen saying right now. That.
this is
Yep,
why
I'm
you have to
sorry,
be
I think you was
careful
about to
that's
read.
the
I'm
warning.
sorry.
they keep going for these men with
Come
signs
on,
that
that's the
don't like
warning.
you. Exactly.
She gonna take it out of the chat and take it into court.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Um,
the issue though. Yana is correct because they go for men that you have to build you know what I mean? Build the bare
Build
men.
a
And I'm like,
bear.
I'm
Yep.
sorry, you don't build
But
men up.
I think she thought because he had money and a little bit of notoriety that he would probably be okay to date.
This is why when we got to get out of that bad boy phase and locking that stuff in. I mean, I'm not saying you can't fool la la around with them, but don't have no children with them. Don't have no children with some of these boys for real.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta watch who you procreate with because she gonna have to deal with this fool for 18 years
Cause
and a
Simone,
whole bunch of other men that do the same crap.
Simone,
Huh?
because
How old is
I have said, to my children, I have said, I'm sorry. They like, Mom, what you sorry for? That's him. Who I'm like, no, I'm just sorry because I'm the one who slept with him, child. I ain't sorry that I had y'all. But you can't say I wasn't half to blame because you know,
Look, same here, same here.
I
I've
said the
you know how
same.
you
been
can't say
there.
nothing but I'm sorry. That's all I can say.
Right, right.
I be sorry to myself too. Self, I'm sorry for the past decisions I made, Lord.
Okay.
And it's funny though because I try to think about all of in my friendships and family situations of people who gotten divorced and they had a pretty decent co-parenting situation. I can only think of one that had they were good. They I'm not saying that they probably didn't have issues here and there, but they didn't have to do no child support. It was they had a good co-parenting
Mm-hmm.
relationship.
All
You
mine was out of
know,
court. Mm-hmm.
yeah, nothing. They never went to court.
Like I
Never.
don't like both of them. When something happened to the kids, like someone stole my daughter. My daughter went to Mariano's, and I guess she thought she was just gonna run in, so the car
What
was
is
running.
Mariano?
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. It's a grocery store. Okay, a
Okay.
grocery store chain is in Chicago. I'm sorry. So my daughter went to the store. So someone stole her car, and I
Ooh.
don't mess with their father unless it's about the kids, right? When I tell you, honey, he came over here. We we got real Chi-Town, and I had a tag, them Apple tags. I had that in her car, like I had put it in the back seat, with a visor or whatever on the back of the seat where you could put stuff in.
Mhm.
So I put it in there. He came over here and we ain't playing. I ain't gonna say what he brought with him, but we tracked that car down and it was over there in the rough part. You know what I'm saying? Where what's that dude that passed away? That little rapper. I can't think of his name.
Uh, I know the
Vaughn.
one. Mhm.
Yeah, so that's where they took my car, girl. Okay, so we can't go in there. Black police would not help us or nothing like that. That's okay. Me and my baby daddy, we went in there and got that thing. We ain't playing with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I don't speak to him no more. You see what I'm saying? now my daughter, can I tell y'all some good news?
Yes.
My middle daughter, she has a very good job. I'm so proud of her. And her boyfriend asked for her hand in marriage, y'all. Yeah, yeah. He a pilot, so I just had to meet with his parents Sunday, and it's just all new for me. But I'm so excited.
Congratulations,
Congratulations.
sugar.
Thank you. I
Congratulations,
wanted to tell y'all
sugar.
that last night. I am so proud of her. Everything she does, she manifested. I'm so proud of her. And he's a good guy. He's a pilot, and it's just great. So I can't wait.
Come on,
Oh
you better
yeah,
manifest
honey,
that ish.
go ahead. Oh,
Let
that's
me
Tell
shout
our
out
niece
wonderful.
we're
to
so proud of her. Tell our niece that,
Yes,
sugar.
Thank you. I will.
I
let me
love to
shout out
hear
to
that.
Captain Venus. Captain Venus was my very first member. She has done her membership. So shout out to Celeb Talk with Captain Venus. If you all have not, make sure you go over there and subscribe. She is starting back up her page. We need to get her to her 4,000 streams and 1,000 members. So please like her page when you go over there, share her content, so others will be aware that Venus is back. Okay, and shout out to Venus for rejoining the membership. Thank you so much, sis. This was my very first member, the person that got the membership started off, my very first member. So shout out to Venus.
Go get the money, 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 I got it. Push it, 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 push it.
Before we go to the next topic, let me tell y'all when I knew that DDG didn't like when I knew he didn't like Halle. I knew DDG didn't like Halle when he took her around Krishan Rock and Blueface.
Oh God!
That height of her career, I said, you know what? This a man that don't like you, sis.
Right.
Get out. Because why did he have you around these fiends? If he don't get you away from Krishan and Blueface, and they're a hot mess, baby, he don't like you. He trying to
I didn't know you was in Chicago.
What you say, Simone?
Sugar, I didn't know you was in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm Chicago.
Girl, next time I come up there, we're going to have to go to lunch because I got an auntie up there.
Hit me up. I love it. You know, I hate the politics, but the city, it's a beautiful city.
She's on the west side. Are you close to that?
South side. Well, I'm kind of like, I got access to south, north, and east because I'm right by the turnaround. So I'm in,
okay.
So I'm closer to downtown Chicago.
Okay. Sorry, Court.
Oh, y'all fine. Y'all good. Let me go to the next story, you guys. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing now is doing reactions to these videos. It's 5 parts. Y'all got time to sit and watch. But do y'all remember Gail King Lord? Not Gail King Lord. The Gail Lewis story?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, some of us went to Mimosas with Melody in Atlanta, and Sabrina was there. Sabrina was the side chick to Gail Lewis's husband. And I couldn't place her at the time when I went up to Claudia, and Claudia was really nice. She was really personable. She spoke to everybody, but she had her friend Sabrina there. And again, Sabrina is the side chick at the time. It was a viral story going around of this lady, Gail Lewis, catching her husband in the airport with his mistress. They have since divorced. And so Gail did she kind of did a Risa Tisa-esque story, but hers was more interesting. Y'all, I could never get into Risa Tisa.
Me neither.
Too detailed for me. I have to get before and get out. Risa Tisa gave every detail of everything. And
Gail came with that fire.
I should get into Risa Tisa.
Gail came with that F around to find out.
Listen, Gail came in
I loved
and
Risa Tisa. I loved it. I
You
cleaned my
loved
whole
it?
house because of that woman.
Baby, everybody loved it because Risa Tisa was a sensation. Risa Tisa was putting me to sleep. I started part 1 through 4 over 15 times, child, and I just said, you know what? It ain't for me.
I mean, it was good, but I'm a woman of few words. Get to the
get to the meat and potatoes, honey. I don't need to know what color his socks is and what kind of shoes he got on. Just tell me what Risa Tisa was. I know 2 queens and 1 king. We're gonna have to talk about that because I sure dragged her when he didn't when he went propose. Risa Tisa had your attention. See, y'all know my attention span short. Y'all can't tell that by watching me. Y'all know I get thrown off by the comment section. I be talking about one thing, the comments say something, child, and I'm over here.
I liked them, but I like both of them. Both of them were pretty good.
Risa Tisa had everybody's attention but mine. Risa Tisa
I couldn't.
Detailed.
After she got to like certain points where I felt like it should have been over, I was over it. I didn't want to hear it.
Because I'm not on TikTok a lot, and that kind of put me over there because I didn't know if it was real or not. And then when the old boy came out, and that kind of was like, oh wow, she was spot on. She's not lying. He really is everything she said. So that kind of got my attention, And I know it got them big money's attentions because she got all kinds of contracts.
The world's attention. Yeah, the world's attention. It was just too detailed for me. I couldn't get into it. But I was just a Gail Lewis child.
Okay.
Gail Lewis got my attention because Gail Lewis was able to. Somebody's mama looks like you were trying to say something. Did you like Risa Tisa?
No, it was
No.
it was sugar. She said no.
I read a lot of romance novels,
Mm-hmm.
and so I didn't want to start reading my books to read about her stuff. But I didn't want to stop and watch because like she had all those. When I saw it was like there's 43. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Too
I'm
detailed.
not.
Now, if she put it in an audio book, I'll listen to it.
I
Mhm.
couldn't get with Risa Tisa, but Risa Tisa took the world by storm. Okay.
Mhm.
Um,
Hmm.
but let me share my screen. Hold on one second. I'm about to present. We're gonna talk about Gail Lewis today. Let me go to Instagram. Not Instagram, TikTok. Well, let me share because I got a million TikTok stories. Okay, this was Gail Lewis. Gail Lewis she was in that Risa Tisa-esque moment with the TikTok sensations. And, Risa Tisa had the Who the F Did I Marry? Well, Gail Lewis also caught her husband of 27 years cheating with a younger version, a woman that looked a lot like her, actually, just a younger version. And she was saying that she was unaware that he was cheating and all of this. And once she found out he was cheating, it all fell down, child. She started getting a credit card notification. He just changed up, like he didn't want her no more. And he was going to be with both of them, and she was just going to have to deal with it. And he wasn't letting his side chick go, and all kinds of stuff ensued. And so Gail filed for divorce. Gail gave some updates every now and then, but I think maybe there was maybe some type of gag. I don't know. While they were going through a divorce, she stopped really going over her story. I know that he controlled like all the money. She was a stay-at-home mom. He controlled all the money. So like when she was going to her divorce lawyers, I don't know how she was paying them. If they was working pro bono until she got her settlement. But Gail has come back to TikTok with her story. She has 5 parts. We're going to watch them. Again, y'all can drop off if y'all want to. We're going to watch them, and she's going to give an update on where she is currently with her divorce. Okay, so let's start at part 1.
In January, I posted a video of my husband and his mistress at the Atlanta airport and shared my story about what happened um, before that day. I kind of went back in time from that day and started telling them my story. And let me say this first. When I decided to share my story while walking blind and walking in the dark, I did so because I wanted to be impactful. And through my pain, hopefully I could help someone else who are in my shoes, who's about to be in my shoes, those who've been in my shoes before, where you can empathize and you understand what that feels like. And I wanted
2 kings and 1 queen. I got my volume up to 100%. I think that I don't know, maybe it's low from TikTok, but I got my volume all the way up. So, are y'all able to hear?
I can hear her,
Okay.
I can hear it's just a
but
little
she is
low, but I
low.
can hear.
Yeah, it's a little. I think it's because y'all know I'm deaf in my left ear. I don't really say that often, so I can't hear at the same capacity as you all can. But I do have it up to 100%. I'll try to see if I can. Let me check my TikTok settings. Yeah, I got this all the way up, just about. Okay, and let me go.
them to know that you don't have to hide or be ashamed because of someone else's actions, their selfish actions, actually. Um, it was really the start of my healing process. Some of you may agree or disagree with how I decided that I wanted to heal. And it matters not to me because when you have a broken heart or have been deceived and lied to and betrayed, all you want to do is fix your broken heart. And you go about it any kind of way you have to. So for me, sharing my story was therapeutic for me, but everybody does things their own way. And I shared about how, you know, basically the immediate aftermath. um, of me finding out everything. So I kind of start, share my story that way. Um, yeah, it's been heavy, y'all. And, um, you know, there was no remorse from him. She was happy. She relishing in it. You know, wanted me to know, leaving stuff behind in my car, her panties, her hair, barrettes, things like that. You know, she and her family were elated because then they could have him all to themselves, he paying her way, her mama way, her boyfriend way, her kids way, cash apping everybody, just cash apping everybody. But, he was just being an outstanding boyfriend to her. All while, I was sitting at home thinking he was being a good guy, handling everything for our family. But, such is life. We live and we learn. Um, but he applied the pressure. And that is what he had been doing for a very long time. Um, you know, Calling you up, telling you a queen, sending you flowers, sending your mama flowers, and Louis Vuitton bag just out the blue, a piece of Cartier jewelry out the blue. And this is all in the beginning. This is all a part of that love bombing stuff, taking you on trips, letting your family go on trips, sending you and your girls on trips, naming perfumes after you, and, giving you special holidays or 12 days of Christmas and cars for your birthdays and all of that. Like, girl, I've been through all that shit. So yeah, it's all a game, and it's the games that narcissists play, but I hope you're ready to play that way. So yeah, it's easy to fall for the trap though, y'all. It is so easy to fall into that trap. Somebody telling you you're a queen, and if no one has ever, treated you that way before, it is very easy to fall into that trap. Basically writing you authentic love letters, and you thinking they're authentic anyway, but then you find out all they had done was stole some Stevie Wonder, Isley Brothers, and the OJ lyrics, and sent them off, put them off like it was their own. But I'm finding out that a lot of these men who think they got a little cash, they all think they're little puff daddies. More money, more women, and they think, and I found this out later on, that it's okay that since you got a little cash, that's what you can do. But not so, not so. For 27 years, y'all, I thought I had a real diamond. Not so. But he got to take his mask off for me. But trust and believe, there are many, many more masks to go. Stand by. I'm going to finish my story.
I know I was muted, y'all. Okay, that was part one of her telling her story. So now she's about to get into the details of what's happened since the divorce on part two. Hold on one second.
Hey, y'all. So I was saying that the stranger in my house wore a mask. I really don't even know what he actually looks like. All I know is how he made me feel. And especially after I found out about all of the affairs. And when I say all, you're going to find out more. But actually, when I found out about this, the first affair that I knew about with Sabrina, all I know is how he made me feel. And some of those emotions were like, or feelings were like, I said I felt worthless, unpretty, old, dirty, lifeless, just to name a few. And yeah, and all I can say is the week that I found out, all I could do was cry. I mean, I was weak. I was weak. And in that state of mind, y'all, all kinds of dark thoughts creep into your mind. And that's not a good feeling. I will say just some dark, creepy stuff comes upon you. And yeah, I'm gonna just leave that at that. So, but the week that I found everything out, mind you now, they had just gotten back from her birthday trip in Europe. So that next weekend, he was taking her out of town for her anniversary. It was their anniversary trip. So I'm kind of tripping because I've gone through all these emotions. I got 3,900 million emotions and they on fire all over the place at this time. So when I found out about this anniversary trip, I was sitting there thinking like, he ain't giving one, not one. He don't care about me and nothing else. This is all about him. So I'm like, okay. So by this time, y'all know I'm sad, I'm angry, and it was just a mess. I mean, I tell you, they ought to make Inside Out 3, where they discuss what happens and show what happens when you find out your spouse is cheating. And I love that movie, Inside Out. I think that's a great movie. But anyway, anywho, y'all, my emotions were all over the place. And oh, let me say this too. Y'all don't cheat on a former police officer or anybody that got any kind of access to any kind of records. You know, they can find out anything. Phone numbers, addresses, all kind of connections. Don't do it, big dummies. Don't. It's not even worth it, y'all. It's just so not worth it. So, but anyway. So back to their trip. Now, mind you, now they just got back from this European trip, but they had to take their anniversary trip. So by this time, y'all, I'm heated. I'm heated, like, oh, they just gonna play in my face like that. They're gonna really play in my face. So I will say I was mad. So I text the old girl, text both of them. And mind you now, a couple of days before, I posted under her pictures, because you know she posted all those lovely pictures from her European vacation. So I posted something under one of her pictures. And of course, she quickly took it down. I'm like, well, why you quickly take it down? If you ain't doing nothing wrong, then you could leave your picture up. But she or leave my comment up, but she quickly took it down. So, and then had the nerve to post a video from Harlem Nights, that Sunshine clip where Richie calls and tells his son to tell the mama that she ain't never coming home. So I'm like, oh, okay. So it is funny to you. I'm like, okay, you got jokes. I like to laugh. I like to laugh. Shit, I like to laugh like anybody else. I got some jokes too. Stand by, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I was saying that the stranger
Oh,
in
my
my
bad. I ain't paying
house
attention. I'm going to the next
wore a
one.
mask.
Did y'all want to talk about that clip, or do y'all want to go to the next one?
Yes, I need to say something.
Go
How
ahead.
dare that help?
You said
She
what?
gonna post. I said, how dare that help her?
She said sunshine child.
I mean, you know what? I don't know what Gail would do, but she would not want to deal with me.
Child. And I see y'all in the comments saying that Gail was a side chick. Gail did address that. She gave the same explanation that Nell Fletcher
Gail
did.
Fletcher.
She gave the same
Yeah.
explanation Nell Fletcher gave. She didn't know he was married and she didn't get back with him until he was divorced. Child. I guess that's the side chick anthem. That's
Yeah.
what they say when they was a side chick at first. So I am aware that is on TikTok as well. She did address that when it was coming out. So let me go to the next slide. I'm sorry, y'all, I wasn't paying attention.
Hey, y'all. So Sunshine got jokes. No remorse, but she got jokes. Now, mind you, she didn't make any vows to me, not one. He did, but she got jokes. She got jokes during the most excruciating, painful time of my life, outside of my mother passing away. She got jokes. Now, I told you about their trip, and I did not put him out of our home when they went on their anniversary trip. He just didn't come back, and he claims that he didn't come back because he thought I was going to do something to him, because the last time he spoke with me in person, my eyes were half closed. I was like, yeah, right. I was like, let me tell you something. I wasn't going to jail for that, ninja. I ain't going to jail for these kids. I ain't going to jail for you. That ride or die shit, yeah, I'm a ride. I'm a ride all day long. Dying, I ain't doing that. And that's on everything I love. And a little bit of this Prosecco that's left, that's on everything. No, I'll ride with you and I'm gonna support you. I ain't dying and not over none of this anyway. Her, him, no, just not gonna do it. But I was like, okay. So, um, so during that time, y'all, this was it was pure insanity. I know that. And I'd asked him to come to get his belongings, come get his clothes and some of the other stuff that he had left out the house and left at the house because it was driving me nuts. The smell of him, the thought of him, just the memories of the home. I mean, during that time, it was just, it was pure insanity for me. And I just couldn't think right. I mean, it was like I was walking around in circles and I really needed him to come and get his stuff. But of course, he gonna be all manly and talk about this my house, I paid a mortgage there. And I'm like, well, that ain't fair to me. You moved her here from California to Atlanta, you paying her mortgage too. Go live where you want to be. Like, it's not fair to me. Like, this is not fair to me at all. But I was like, but okay. I was like, okay. But anyway, I need to put my police hat on and try to get them emotions under control because the handwriting was on the wall and I knew what I was going to have to do. I know I'm not that kind of lady that was going to play that game. And like I said, he had no remorse. She had no remorse. And I was like, I got to get to hustling around here and try to, find some things out because I trusted him with everything. Let's just say this. My investigations turned up some brutal stuff. I mean, really, really brutal. That had an emotional toll, just damaging stuff all the way around. So, I mean, think about, him professing her love to her and she professing her love to him and her talking about his love making and how she was craving him and she couldn't wait till the next time. Like, don't a wife want to read that kind of shit, but I had to, and I did. And it's indescribable actually, and actually, it's humiliating. It is really humiliating because this woman knew about me. She's watching me at basketball games. She's in the same restaurants where he and I having dinner, watching us. He laughing, she laughing across the room. I can see her with her and her friends laughing across the room. Now that I think about it, I was like, wow. I had some friends that remind me of some times we were out to dinner. They were like, she was there at the restaurant when we were all having dinner with her crew. And I'm like, how bold. I mean, just how bold of him and her. And I didn't have a clue. But I'm like, but what's a wife to do? What you supposed to do? I'm gonna tell you what I did. I'm gonna tell you. Hey y'all. So while I was contemplating ending my marriage, I spoke with several attorneys. I think it was maybe like 2 weeks in after I kind of found everything out. And some of the questions they asked me were pretty tough. And, I didn't know the answer to it. And I felt really, really dumb because, for 26 years, I let someone else control everything because I trusted him after all that time. So I didn't know where anything was, what we had, any of that. I only knew what he told me. So I really did have to go investigate. And there were specific things that the attorneys told me that I needed to look for to kind of prove some things if indeed I did decide to file for divorce. So as I, was going through all this, my mind is just completely, it's spinning. It was like a Cirque du Soleil show. I mean, it was flipping, spinning, twisting, twerking, you name it, my mind was doing it. So it just was not a good time emotionally for me. And anybody who's been through this will probably can attest to this, that, it's such an emotional time. You try to take the emotion out of it, but it's hard to do when it's still so fresh and so new. It's just like, this salty, it's just like this open wound that just kept getting salt and vinegar and everything else poured into it. So I had to, I had to pray to God to ask him to help me find what I needed to find out and to where to start. I didn't even know where to start. That's how confusing this whole situation was to me at that time. But when I tell you, when I asked, he answered. And when I started finding stuff out, like I said previously, it was brutal. And I had to, read and see a lot of things that I really did not need to see. I wouldn't put that on anybody. And it was to the point where, you know, I was sharing some things with my friends and they were like, girl, stop reading. Don't look for anything else. You're finding out too much, because I was just so, it was overwhelming. It was truly overwhelming. So while I needed to find those things out, it actually broke my heart even worse. I mean, it shattered really into 1,000 pieces, because like I said, nobody wants to read about their spouse being with someone else. It's one thing to know that your spouse has cheated, but when you get to see the intimate details and the pictures and the I love yous is going back and forth during my whole marriage, because to make a long story short, this was happening the whole marriage. So while I'm thinking it was just Sabrina, after I finished doing my investigation of him and Sabrina, you know, and I cried hard when I read that. And then the next one is like, when I finished, you know, investigating Sabrina, here come Cassandra. I'm like, well, who was Cassandra? Then the next one, it was like, well, who is Myra? Then it was the next one. It was like, well, who is Patrice? I mean, and this was just going on. Like, it was like that damn DMX song. It was like Patrice, Latrice, Cassandra, you know, Blessed, Latoya, Valentina. That shit was absolutely nuts, y'all. I promise you. And it got to the point that at a certain point, I stopped crying and I actually got scared and was like, who really is this? Like, who am I really married to? But the crazy part about all that is, he was still being cocky as hell, because I actually reached out to him and was like, this is pathetic. Like, you're pathetic. This whole thing is pathetic. He was still being real cocky. So I will tell you this before I take it in for the night. I was really upset. You know, I done found all these women, and I remember talking to a girlfriend, and I was like, some of these women knew about me. I said, some didn't, but a lot of them did. They knew who I was, had been at events with me, had seen me, had spoken to me, you know, had served me food, like the old girl at Stony River, Fatima, or whatever her name was. You sitting here serving me food and knowing the whole time that he financing your whole lifestyle and your everything you're doing. I'm like, that was not cool to me. So what I did, and I know this is not going to be looked upon favorably, but it is what it is. So what I did was, after I found like the first 20 women, and this is in just like a 5-year span that I'm finding all these women, and it was more than that actually, but the first 20, I actually sent them all, it was crazy. I actually put them all on a group text and talked shit to them about him, and then put his picture in it too. And this is before I filed for divorce and any of that, because I was just angry. I mean, I was angry. So the crazy part was, some of them responded back. So there was some responded back like, this is the wrong number. And I'm like, well, this is the wrong number, Latoya. Then block me. Then somebody else would come on talking about, oh, you losing your power. I was like, no, I'm regaining my power back. And if this not you, Monique, get off the thread, Monique. Then it was somebody else. It was crazy, you know. So these women were responding like, I don't know who you are. Well, if you don't know who I am and you want to give me advice, if this don't concern you, just block the call. This is not your number. So that did happen. That was kind of crazy. And what I did, I reached out to those women, because I'm like, if you're going to be a gangster, and like, why I got to protect y'all? Nobody was protecting me. He didn't care. They didn't care. So now all of a sudden, everybody was thinking I'm supposed to, you know, protect their feelings and how they feel. Like, nobody was concerned about mine. You knew he had a wife. He knew he had a wife, and nobody was concerned about me. So as far as I was concerned, I was like, well, okay, well, all of y'all can get some of this. And that may not have been the best thing to do, but I did it, and it felt good in the moment. It sure did. So stand by, because this story gets crazier. Hey, y'all. So I did text message.
This last part.
His harem of harlots, just 20 of them though, y'all. I didn't know that I could have done a group me and put everybody in it, because it was way more than that, more than I really ever anticipated. And this wasn't even talking about the whole marriage. This was just for the 10 years that I could go back and find what I could, you know. Now, was my reaction to their actions with my disrespectful walking lie of a husband mature? Absolutely not. But it was necessary for me, for him, and for them, because you just can't play with people's lives and then think that it's just going to be okay. You know, telling lie after lie. Y'all, just tell the truth. The truth will do every time. You know, and there were many nights where I didn't even cry. I wept. And that's a different kind of emotion. You know, that is very draining. It's hurtful. It's beyond hurtful. Hurtful is not even the right word. And there were nights where every day actually, it felt like I had a ton of bricks on my chest. Nobody should have to go through that. So, my purpose here is to let you all know, like, live right, do right, and I'm hoping that this is not fun and game for any of us. And I'm not looking back. Somebody put in the comments about somebody was looking back. Girl, I'm not looking back in my rearview mirror. I'm looking ahead. But I'm trying to give a warning to those of you all out here who are putting all your trust, all your eggs in that one basket. I'm not saying to not be submissive to your husbands or not trust your man or your female, because this goes both ways. But just be, just keep your eyes and your ears open, and I just wish I had listen to the words of my mother years ago. She was like, always be prepared for the rainy day. And I wasn't prepared for the rainy day. So that's on me, So I can't blame all those women, because he knew he was married. Now, some of them knew he was married too. I just didn't like the disrespect, where if they knew he planned some event, why would you come to an event that my husband planned, and that I'm going to be there, and walk around the room and come smile in my face and do all that? That's sickening to me, y'all. And I can't deal with that. But, he dirty, his people dirty, and I just don't know what kind of thrill a man gets from that, from having women that he's having sex with in the same room with his wife, and just making up lie after lie. Anytime I had surgeries, it was always some kind of reason he could not be there. Or if he was there, he left the next day to go have sex with Pat in Dallas, or Monique, or whoever else, and Dania and Janice and Nicole, the whole little mortgage little whores they had over there down in Dallas at that company, So yeah, that's not cool for any of that, And the other thing that really trips me out is I didn't know how gullible women were. I'm gullible, but some of these women, when I say most of them, when I say, y'all, I didn't know that people were sending naked pictures. I've seen more booby pictures, cootie pictures, just all kind of pictures from professional women. I'm like, now you should know better than this. You should know better. But, I guess getting those LV bags and the designer bags and the trips and the money and the dinners and him doing whatever he was doing and y'all doing whatever you were doing to him, I guess it was worth it for you. So I guess there is a price for everything. They put a price on it. He put a price on it, but you can't put a price on someone's feelings and someone's life, and you just can't play those kind of games with people. So, and that's all I'm trying to do, y'all. I'm not moving, not backpedaling. And for all you all who got some stuff to say, you can talk and say whatever you want to say. No one can judge me. There's only one person who can judge me, and he will have the final say in the end. I just want to help people as best as I can. And it's just me sharing my story. And for all of you all that are going through this, I'm just going to say, hold on, just pray, and you'll figure it out, and you'll get your answer. And just because, I decided to go one way, and if you decide to stay, go, or do whatever else, do that. But you do what's best for you and for your family. I had to do what was best for me, for my health, for my mental well-being, the whole shebang, y'all. So I just want to say thank you guys for letting me share my story. I ain't done. I'm just tired tonight. I'm going to sleep. I'm ready to go to sleep now. But there is more to this story than you can ever imagine. I'm just sharing a little bit. But when I come back, I am, and I'm going to, take a little time off, but I want to tell you all about Andre. And I don't know no girls named Andre. Maybe you do.
Not
Child.
she dropped the mic with an Andre child, because who is Andre? It's an Andre in there too. Child, this too much. And I've been seeing y'all comments, and I've been thoroughly laughing. But I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I got divorced. It's almost been, like I said, my baby was about 6 months when I left. My daughter will be 10 in January. I left when she was 6 months. He remarried a girl that he cheated with. He remarried, a girl that he was like one of his main. He had a lot of them now, but she was one of the main ones. And while she had her last baby, he had another girl pregnant. I'm telling y'all like this, to an evolved woman, you're not gonna care the chaos that's going on in them other people's lives. If it's been 30 years, almost 27 years, his ex-wife probably don't care nothing about what he got going on with this one. She's probably so far removed from this situation and moved on with her life. Because I could care less that he was still cheating on his current wife, even though he cheated on me with her. I mean, I see it like, I already know we in chaos, but do I care? No. That ain't got. I'm removed from it. It ain't got nothing to do with me and my life and what I got going on. So that first wife, I hope in 27 years she cares nothing about what she already knows. She already knows he's a cheater. She already knows what he did, so she probably cares nothing about Gail and him and what they got going on. But what do
I
y'all
hope she's
think
somewhere
about
laughing.
parts? Huh?
I hope she's somewhere laughing.
Probably somewhere laughing and not caring. Cause I don't care. I don't even keep up how old them children are, how many he got at this point. I don't care. I'm just glad I ain't got to deal with it. But I don't care.
I feel Gail, like when I be listening to Gail, I think what I see is her ego was bruised. Like I look at her like, I know this MF didn't do it to me. Because all those women in all those years y'all was married, this the first time you caught him up in something? Like, that's a lot of women. So my thing is, what was his behavior? I'm working, baby, I'm working. Like, what? So as long as you were straight, was you just not really looking into things? You know what I'm saying? You know how you have a comfortable life. She was in a very beautiful, affluent neighborhood. She had a very beautiful house. So I think that, what I get from her is, because, I used to be, egotistical like that. Like, if a dude cheat on me, I'm like, I know you lying. You gonna cheat on me? Like, like the insult to me. I'm just being honest. I was like, really? Like, dude, you trying to play me? Like, really?
Okay, well, let me ask y'all this. And this for the whole panel, because I went through this. My husband I tell people all the time, I felt like I had like a Lifetime movie. He was completely one way, and then when the mask came off, it came off. So when the mask came off, like, everything was revealed, but I was already married at this point, kids. So when we talk about Love, Marriage, Huntsville, Martel and Melody, y'all think Melody was just naive, or do y'all think Martel wore a mask at a certain point, or she was just naive the entire time?
Oh, he wore that mask.
He wore a mask.
Okay, so why did Martel get to wear a mask and other men are not wearing masks?
No, I was saying because of how many. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot. That's a
Y'all
lot
don't
of
think
acting.
Martel, y'all
30
only think
years.
Martel mess with Ariana?
But 30 years is a lot of acting.
Well, 30 years, to Sugar's point, I think she just turned a blind eye to shit. I think she turned a blind eye because she was living a very comfortable, posh lifestyle. I think she ignored stuff. I think she ignored pink, red flags. I think she ignored a lot. You ain't going to tell me 25 women come out the woodwork once you start researching all of a sudden. And she didn't get with him when she was a spring chicken like Melody. Melody was 21, 22 when she married old boy. So at that age, I remember I didn't know ish, okay? Ish. So I think it's slightly different. She was in her late 20s, early 30s when she married this guy right here. So, and she didn't take the sound advice of her mother. I remember my grandmother said the same things this woman just said.
I think sometimes we give certain women grace and we don't give others grace because we like this person. You don't have to like her to keep.
I have a take on Melody's situation.
Because she met him, what I'm saying is the reason why I'm saying that, now I don't know about nobody else, is because the way she met him, how you gonna turn the blind eye? How you meet him, boo? So that's why
I agree, Sugar.
So that's why I was like, oh, you doing it to me, because she felt like she was chose.
Yes.
So I'm not talking about your situation, Courtney. That's what I'm just going by how she displaying it.
It probably was a woman.
I agree, Sugar.
I'm pretty sure it was another woman that thought she was his woman too before I got it. Because he didn't change, he just changed victims.
But I
Facts,
think
but a lot of women, I just have to say,
before me that was like, thank you for taking him off my hands. Because the way he played me, child, it was somebody before me getting played.
but
I agree, Courtney. You can wear a mask and let the mask fall off, but I also agree with Sugar, and not is because I don't like Gail or anything like that. I liked her and I like her story. However, Sugar's right. Is how did you meet him? You met him married, and you were dating him. You found out he was married, and then you told him, "I'm not going to get with you until you divorce," and that's when we can date, right? She met him that way too. The second part, ladies, that I think everybody forgot on this panel. She said, "Don't mess with a police officer, an ex-police officer, because they can find." If you're an ex-police officer, I'm sure one of your skills is intuition and looking at people for who they are, right? And taking the signs. So I'm sure that's one of the tests they give you, how you evaluate someone. She saw it, but I think she put it at the back of her mind and started raising her kids, enjoying her lifestyle, living it up, and not realizing this man, he's still a man. And the fact that she gave up control, financial control, everything to him, there's more to the story. It shows to me that she was very in love, deeply in love, and she forgot about everything that she learned. And that's how he played her.
I'm playing devil's advocate because I think sometimes and a lot of times we have tunnel vision. And I say this all the time on my panels. I think if it's a person that we personally like, we give them grace and we'll make a scenario that fits the narrative.
So you're talking about Melody?
Then the narrative is we don't give the same narrative. It's like the narrative switches.
No, I get what you mean, Courtney. You're saying it depends if you like somebody.
Let me finish. I'm gonna let y'all jump in. Now I can get with the part about how she met him because that's valid. That's valid. You meet somebody, that's an old saying. Your grandmamas and grandmamas before that used to say it. The same way you meet them is the same way you lose them. Aside from that, again, a lot of times when we have these conversations, it's, oh, well, she was young and naive. Well, I got divorced at 30. I was still pretty naive then too. I'm just starting to get a little wisdom, in the last 5 years, I've started to evolve and grow and shed some of that old stuff. I think that sometimes grace is good. He wore a mask for a long time. The abuse I experienced, that came later in the years. All the women came later. It wasn't like I was love bombed at first. Eventually, he just turned into he was military. It looked good on the outside, so I think sometimes, again, I get the validity of how she got him. I get that. No argument there. I just think sometimes when we like somebody or we don't like them, then the conversation changes on what
Courtney.
Naivete. Go ahead, somebody's mama.
I think with Melody's situation, I don't think she knew what to. I think there were red signs and red flags and pink flags, but she didn't know what she was looking at. Because if you think about it, she was somewhat sheltered,
inexperienced.
and I think, and if you look at Martel, and this is just from my watching him all these years, he is very charming. And he is extremely charming because there's no way in the world he could get away with doing all the shit that he has gotten away with if he wasn't. And I think she probably realized that she had stepped in it and just said, you know what, I'm going to stay married. I've got these kids. So she basically put her energy and her thoughts into other things. So that's how she didn't really see the information with Coleslaw until Coleslaw's dumb ass started calling the house.
You're talking about Melody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily, I won't necessarily say that, because I know people always say, well, she knew and she stayed with him. That's always the argument that's always given. I get that, and I like Melody, but I'm assuming she
wear masks, so I don't believe that about Melody. I don't believe she just knew like that. I think once you start to find out things, your antennas up now. So now you did. But I don't believe she just
But
knew.
yeah,
I agree,
I don't
Courtney.
think she like she didn't grow up like I did. My dad was a cheater and his brothers were cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband knows you do anything, it's me and you. You don't want this smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to come in here and act like you got good sense.
Mm-hmm.
I also
But
oh, I'm sorry.
so I guess it's it's somewhat different, I guess.
Okay. Okay. And I don't know who was trying to think. I don't know who's trying to come in next. La La, Simone, who? Somebody
Simone,
just jump in because I don't know.
I think when you grow up, like I'm an only child, so I grew up. I always thought if I'm nice to people, people are going to be nice to me. I thought if I presented myself well, people would be good to me. And when you look for the good in someone,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not looking for the negative, you're looking for the good. You're only seeing the good, unless it's obviously slapping you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
So in my younger years, going into relationships, friendships, I didn't see things until it happened. You know what I mean? Until it actually slapped me in the face. Something happened. I didn't see the red flags because I'm taking you for your word. If you're saying that, then it must be true. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I looked at things, especially as as I've grown older and went through life's experiences with relationships. Okay, now I'm like, okay, they say something like that. Let me question it. Let me think about that. Let me dig, do some research. So I think in Melody's situation, getting married at 22, that is very young, naive, and we don't know that much how she was raised. I mean, obviously she was raised well, with her mom, Mama Van, and her family, but we don't know all the small details that may have happened. So she probably, the way I kind of see her, she looked at him as just, oh, he's saying this. I believe him. He loves me. Da 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 da. Although she got the warnings from the wedding planner about him possibly,
Mm-hmm.
messing with the other person in the wedding party or wedding coordinator group, whatever that situation was.
Mm-hmm.
She ignored it because she wanted to trust him. But obviously, as the years went by, we all know what unfolded. In this situation, I think Gail looked at it. She knew about the wife, but
Mm-hmm.
once she found out, she gave us her explanation of it. But I kind of think she was a little bit of ego with that as well. She was probably younger than the wife. She's probably looking like, she probably felt like she looked better than the wife. She looked good. He's still coming after me. So she had that ego. She was really like, huh. And
Mm,
so now finding out that, so I guess, she missed 25 women, just got to Sabrina. That's the only one she found out until everything else unfolded. I think she's really, I mean, obviously, finding out someone's cheating on you, your heart's going to be broken. But her ego is really messed up because she's like, wait a minute. She looked just like me. She's just younger. So I think it's
mhm,
ego on top of the normal, quote unquote, heartbreak that you go through when you find out something like that. So I mean, I don't have a like or dislike towards her.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it's a little bit of karma slapping her upside the head too. But I think I'm glad she's saying this because especially when she was talking about her mother. I know my grandmother gave me those same words. You always got to make sure you got something on for a rainy day. You got to set some stuff aside so you can make sure you can take care of yourself. You can be independent. And because you never know, a man can leave, you can do anything. So I think she is, for women who are possibly just getting married, going into this situation, they need to take heed of what she's gone through, especially if you have a man who's making some money.
Absolutely. Okay. And so who else was trying to jump in?
I was, Courtney.
Okay, go ahead, Lala.
What I was trying to say is, for me, I think her judgment got clouded by love,
Mm-hmm.
and she couldn't see what was going on in her life because she was in love with this man, and he gave her the life she wanted. She was busy raising her kids, sorting out her house. You know what it's like being a full parent at home and doing everything, that she just thought, wow, I got a man that's out there working for me. It never jogged in her mind that he could be cheating. And that clouded judgment also, like Sugar and Simone said, the ego plays a part in it because she was that woman. You know what I mean? She got
Mm-hmm.
him and
mhm,
she was living that life with him and creating this family that she never thought, hold up, he could be out here cheating on me. So I think for her, the mask fell off as
Mm-hmm.
well
Oh,
because she was so in love with him and what they were doing together that she did not in my opinion, I think she forgot how she met him.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I agree with that too. I think that I don't really look at it as giving, women grace, because I look at every situation separately, because everybody's situation is different, right? But I agree with Lala. When you're in love, sometimes you kind of ignore things, but her ego, when I look at that, I like Gail. That's what I'm saying. She fiery. It is what it is. Even how she talking about it, because like I said, when I had to deal with my ego, like when I got cheated on, my ego was wounded more than my heart. And I was like, wow, because it was just I
Yeah,
thought so
ego.
highly of,
What you mean by that, Sugar?
okay. I thought like so highly of myself and the relationship, and I thought like, everything good. I'm the woo woo, ain't no reason, But when I found out, and the way I found out was crazy, because he couldn't even do nothing about it. He had got shot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to the hospital, and guess he got, tubes down him. So when I get to the hospital, looky, here come Cookie. So I'm like, shocked. So I'm shocked. So once I know what's been going on, and she coming to me like, yeah, I know everything about you and all this stuff or whatever. It
Mm-hmm.
was more of, so not only is you've been, dipping with this broad,
Mm-hmm.
but you pillow talking with this broad. I don't
Yeah.
know nothing about this broad. You know what I'm saying? But she
Yes.
know everything about me. That's why I can't stand my tail. You know what I'm saying? But she know everything about me. So, and then in my eyes, and I still think this, she not me, but whatever. But so my ego was bruised real bad. Like it wasn't my heart. Yeah, I was like, it was messed up that he cheated on me, but it took me a minute to kind of get over it, because I felt like, how you gonna do this to me? To me, like what I felt I meant to you, like what we've been through, like what. So everybody got an ego, especially when it comes to another woman.
Okay, I agree. Now when I found out, I don't know. That's why I was asking you to go like in depth. Um, because I had that too, what you were describing when you said your ego. I had it like, dang, you cheating with her? Cause she ain't even on my level, as
Right,
far as at the time, like business, how I move, it was like some gutter, like some gutter shit. You like, that's the type you like. Then
right,
after it was another one, I was like, her, you know what I'm saying? Like one time I caught him cheating through the email. Like he used to do all kinds of sneaky stuff. Like y'all, I wasn't thinking about checking his emails, you know. One day I'm trying to see how I even got in that email, because it wasn't even like I'm thinking about cheating. I just end up coming across the emails when I went in the email. Maybe I was snooping. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. But so I had it, but I think I was more like, I was looking at him like, dang, that's the type of woman you like. But I think I was more hurt from like, you cheating on me. You're cheating on me. Like, because I thought the women were like low caliber, like still to this that, well, his wife. I'll be like, huh?
right,
But, you know, I guess if that's what you like. Like I said, with DDG, sometimes you just not their type for real. You're just not their type. Because I don't think Halle is DDG's type. I think DDG likes a certain type. And Halle just, it got more serious than I think they anticipated. Because DDG, he like a Ruby Rose. That's on par for him. But just conversation, getting everybody's perspective. And there's no right or wrong in nobody's perspective. It's everybody's opinion, and I welcome everybody's opinion. Did y'all have any other thoughts that y'all wanted to share regarding this? Anybody? No?
Are they completely divorced now, or are they still going through mediation or whatever?
I don't know.
they divorced.
Ah,
Okay.
I'm thinking she's saying they divorced now. She'll get into like she has more on the actual divorce, but she just told the 5 parts first, and she'll come back, I guess. Hey neighbor, hey fly girl speaks. Hey neighbor, but yeah, I think they're divorced now. He's officially with Sabrina, from my understanding.
Well,
Sabrina is his, new woman at the moment, I guess.
Well, I know she was burning holes to Queen Sheba at that.
Listen, I was staring her down, Simone, when I walked up. You know how you see somebody and you can't place them?
Mm-hmm.
I could not place her. Like she's very beautiful, y'all. In person, Claudia Jordan is way prettier than she comes across. Everybody is though. Melody is more pretty to me in person than she comes across on TV. Miss Van is. Claudia was very pretty. What's her name? What's the girl? Sabrina. Sabrina was with her, and I kept staring at her, but she kept looking away, like because it was in the midst of this scandal popping out. I just couldn't place her though. I was like, dang, she looks familiar because I didn't want to like be talking to because Claudia was talking. Like you walk up to her, she was like, hey, how you doing? She would hold a conversation. I didn't want to be rude, but I just couldn't figure out where she was until I went over there with Queen Sheba. And Queen Sheba was like, y'all know who that is, right? I'm like, she looked familiar. Who is that? And she's like, that's the lady Sabrina from the Gail store. And I'm like, you know what? That's why she didn't want you looking at her.
Uh-huh.
Because you know how people kind of, you look at them and they kind of like trying to turn their head or look down because she don't want to be, she probably thinking in her head, like, do they recognize me?
I didn't
Airport
recognize her.
lady.
I didn't recognize her either, but I was trending was doing the alive or whatever, and the way someone was up at the podium, and so she just had it fixed towards that way, and the Sabrina chick kept looking back at Queen Sheba, and at first I was like I'm like looking at the screen like why does she keep looking back that way? Why is she looking at the podium? And she just looked like she was mad. She looked like, oh, I'm about to do something, and then when I realized that Queen Sheba was at the same table with Trending. I was like, oh, it clicked. I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah, if you could got something on her, she would have snuck Queen Sheba.
She's a pretty lady now, but she was, when I tell you, I was staring because I'm like, I know her, but I could not, you know how you kind of nosy and in your head you thinking like, dang, how I know her. And I guess I was staring too hard, child, because she was like, trying to look away from me, probably wanting to tell Claudia, like, girl, just move on from her because she's staring in my face.
Mm-hmm.
But
as long as it works, he gonna keep doing what he doing. So hopefully she's smarter than Gail was and putting some money to the side because he got another one out there pending right now.
Yeah.
But Simone, he's feeding her whole family, boy, taking care of the mama, her brother, her boyfriend, the whole lot. So I'm not surprised that she's putting money aside. But Courtney, I can't believe she was there.
Yeah, she was there, but she's Claudia's best friend. Because somebody just said, why Claudia bring a side chick of all?
But most of Claudia's friends are side chicks. So
Yep.
keep it real.
Claudia's a side
She's got a
chick.
record. Yep. All her friends are side
Yeah,
chicks.
they said Claudia was in that Diddy stuff, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Well, her connection is that lady who
Passed away.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah,
she has a lot of connections to folks that just do some nefarious stuff. So it's kind of like,
Simply Beautiful said, yeah, Martel was a jock. I believe Desi was one of many young girls that he laid up with in high school. I recently met somebody that went to high school with him, and I was trying to ask him questions, and I was like, we were having a conversation. He was like, yeah, I went to school with Martel. So I was like, how is he? You know, of course, he has a different view of Martel. He thinks he's okay. You know, he thinks he's a good guy, that type of thing. But he was like, yeah, I was like, well, was he a good guy in high school? You know, how was he? He was like, you know, he was a football star, so he was the man, you know. So I don't think he just started with Miller. I think Martel always played on the women.
Courtney, he did, because I remember there was a lady that came out and said, well, Mel was a side chick because he had a main chick in college. And Mel came out of nowhere. Do you remember that?
Comments one time, Lala. Y'all know I tell y'all I'm a comments person. I went through the shade room comments one time, and they posted Martel. I think it was the time. Remember when Ariana came out with those like Martel was knocking on her door when he was talking to Sheree, and it made the shade room.
Yeah.
So I went in the comments, and it was some lady. She had, but I wasn't content creating then, so I didn't like save it. But it was some lady in the comments, and she had tagged I guess maybe her homegirl. And she was like, girl, look. She was like, Martel still at it. You remember him from high school when he tried to play you? She tagged whoever the girl, she tagged whoever the girl was. But again, that's been a while ago. I wasn't doing content creation then, so I don't have it to like repost or anything. But apparently that, yeah. But I do want to say, while we were on this live, you guys, yes, Martel gives very much dumb jocks still to this day. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, while we were on this live, I did hit 21,000 subscribers. So thank you all that have
Woo
subscribed.
woo!
Woo
Yay!
woo! We just
Congratulations.
celebrating
Woo,
2,000.
congratulations.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. So I hit 21. So by the end of the year, let's hope we can get. Let's see. Let me not be too ambitious with 3K, but let me see. Where we at? November, December. Yeah, let's see if we can get to 3K. Let's see if we
I
can
think
get to
we can get
3K
to
by January 1st. So shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And we're gonna go on the panel and get everyone's final thoughts of all the topics we discussed today. And I appreciate each and every one of you. The panel is full today, and I love it. Thank y'all so much. Um, Simply Beautiful said the epitome of no child left behind. Just pass his dumb ass off. Let me find out. Let me find out, Simply Beautiful. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, even though we did, content that wasn't Love and Marriage Huntsville based. So I appreciate y'all. Did y'all want to talk about anything before we close out? Was there any topic
Yes, I
y'all
have
wanted
an
to touch on?
apology to give, Courtney.
Say that again, Lola.
I have an apology to give.
Oh, okay. Give your
Yes. So yesterday, when we were talking about the elections, and I gave my point of view, and I had to dip because I have guests over, I would like to take back my comment and say congratulations to all the black people, the women and the men that came out and did what they had to do as always. So I'm going to take back, I apologize to my comment about don't stand up for black men, because actually black men did come and show out, and 80, I think it was 86% of black men showed up
I think
and
it was
voted for
70 something,
Camilla.
75.
Oh, 75. Okay, 75. I know it's 89% of black women showed up. So my
92.
apologies to the black men that I went in on. I apologize. That's what I want to say.
Well, thank you so much, Lala. I'm sure they appreciate it. Players make mistakes too, okay? Players make mistakes too. So it's okay. Shout out to the black men that did come out. What I think happened with the election, actually, I think we as black people didn't show up in overwhelming numbers and white people did. White people showed up in overwhelming numbers, and the black people that did come out were the core black people that's gonna vote anyway. I think it was a lot, and that's everybody's right. You have a right to say, I don't want to, I'm not participating in this, and that's okay. Because like I said, my sister was one of those, and that's her. I'm not passing judgment on how she feels on utilizing that right or not. And so thank
But
you. I
Courtney,
know Black
sorry.
men appreciate your apology, Lala.
Thank you,
And
Courtney.
I hope
Sorry,
that
I
they
just wanted
hear
to
it.
say something.
Go ahead.
Actually, more black people voted for Camilla than they did it for Biden.
Mhm.
That's what the numbers showing. So they did turn out, but I think there was 35 million of non people that would have voted Democrats that did abstain from voting.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for those statistics. Yeah. So thank you for those statistics. Did y'all have any final comments? Sugar, somebody's mama, Simone.
Um,
Just that if you see a young girl and she's dealing with a knucklehead and with her babies, make sure y'all are talking to the young girls when you
Come
see them,
on,
even though they
somebody.
don't like to listen to what we have to say, because somebody needs to take care of them and the babies.
And let's stop. It's easy to black women deserve villages. Okay. I'm gonna say this over and over. Black
mhm.
women deserve villages. I remember a time somebody tried to give me some advice as a young girl and I didn't take it. And as I got older, I realized that that was good advice. It's just at the time I was naive. I was more uh feelings over facts back then. Now I'm more facts over feelings, but back then I was more feelings over facts. So sometimes let's not disregard each other so fast based on not listening. I know it can be exhausting as the older crowd, but Black women deserve villages, and that's what a lot of those men like to do. They like to isolate people. They like for us not to have villages because we didn't listen the first time. But I tend to like to, you fucked up. Yeah, I'm telling you messed up, but let me give you a hug and you can come over here and we gonna work it out. So Black women, we do deserve villages. And who else? Did anybody else have a final thoughts? I don't remember.
Yeah, I would like to like with the DDG and Haley. I just believe that, as us as women, when we're young women, we're inexperienced. Some people have a village where they kind of, guide their daughters, as they go out into the world of dating. But, when you're inexperienced and when you're dating someone and you think they're the one, but I just advise you to just, when they show you who they are, just believe them. When they do things that are uncomfortable or make you feel degraded in any type of way, and you will know that because you will feel that way. And yeah, you'll think you want to still stay with him because I love him. Oh, he didn't mean it. But just, just get in tune with who you are, what you will accept and what you will not accept. So set your boundaries, especially after the first heartbreak, because then at that point you will know what you don't want, because sometimes when you first start dating you really don't know what you want. Like compassion, empathy, or somebody that's slow to anger and stuff like that, and those are very important in a man and in a relationship. So I send out prayers to Halle, because unfortunately I know how this road gonna go, so I send out prayers to her when you're dealing with a person that chooses to use your children as a pawn against you, and
Yeah.
any women know that has been through that. That's not cool. And with Gail, I pray for her strength, as she navigate through this journey post marriage and trying to redefine who she is again as a woman, standing 10 toes down on her own. So I pray that she keeps on moving forward. And then for all you women, you deserve to be loved with the type of care that God would give you. And you shouldn't feel like you deserve anything less, regardless if someone in your face telling you need to accept that. So y'all have a good day.
Thank you, good sugar. Lala, Lala, thank you. Did you have anything else, Lala Simone?
Yes, I wanted to say, Courtney, this has been great topic. Like, I really enjoyed everything that we discussed today. It's always great to come out of, love and marriage atmosphere. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
discuss other things because I'm sure everybody else does. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's been a
Mhm.
heavy few days, so I think it was great. So thank you for that, and thank
Thank
you as
you.
always for having me. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Lala. Thank
Yes, thank
you.
you, Court.
Thank y'all. Okay, Simone, you got any final thoughts?
No, what Sugar said, that was beautiful. What you said, that was very beautiful. I like
Yeah.
that. As
Thank
far as us as Black women, only really thing I want to push is self-preservation. We have to self-preserve and we have to pour into our Black women at all stages of their lives, the young, the old, everything in between, the ones in relationships, out of relationships. We have to support each other. We just have to. We have to listen, give sound advice, be patient because, a lot of the young ones, the emotions get too much, but, we gotta, press on them. Self-preservation is key. I don't care what's going on, self-preserve. Because I have a cousin who's a YouTuber and he's part of that manosphere stuff. And I just tapped over there last night and
Hmm.
it's crazy. It's
Oh,
crazy. So self-preservation, ladies. Self-preservation,
absolutely.
self-preservation.
Absolutely.
Have a good day, ladies.
Thank you. I appreciate everybody again. I appreciate everybody for sticking with me through different content because I am practicing self-preservation. I don't want to overdo it. Like I said, sometimes we try to support everybody's pages and it gets overwhelming talking about the same topic and windmill. And sometimes I just want to rest. Okay. Sometimes I just want to rest. And again, I want to give Melody sometimes not the topic to always be so hardcore focused on her. I know I did use that analogy, but that's because that analogy with Melody, but that's because my core audience would get it more because that's who we mostly talk about. So I appreciate each and every one of you for coming. Shout out to my panel, Sugar, Lala, Simone, Wealthy, somebody's mama. Somebody's mama, don't let this be the last time you come up. Thank y'all to my mods, Love Key, the network specialist, Alf MC, Boss Lady, Ysl T. I appreciate you all so very much and how hard you work. Fly Girl Speaks asked me in the chat, she said, did anybody get that text about the cotton fields? About the slave message? I didn't get it, but I've seen it all over social media. So I'm gonna send you prayers and positive energy. Fly Girl Speaks. You know, the weapons may form, but they will never prosper. Okay. We're gonna speak peace. We're gonna declare peace. I give y'all my favorite scripture. God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of love, peace, and a sound mind. Nook, if you have the book, okay. Don't play about yourself. And just stay prayerful. These are some challenging times we're in, but no weapon will prosper.
We have to build, ladies. And just if you want to get your kind of, it's been heavy 24, 48 hours, go look at that new movie, the Fight Night, the $1 Million Heist. I just kind of, I laughed. It was a little dramedy, but it just kind of took your mind off all the mess. Just get you a glass of wine and, you know what I mean? Just do something. Or you don't have to be that movie, but I'm suggesting that movie because I thought it was funny as hell.
Right. Right. You said $5 Million Heist. Is that on Netflix? What is that? That's on Peacock.
Yeah, Fight Night.
The one you told me to watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun. It's funny and it's drama. It's a dramedy, basically. and it's a true story. It's a true story.
Look at Ysl. My mods show out bad, okay? Especially Boss Lady and Alf Mizzle, okay? But I love them down. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you for helping me get to 2,100. Hope don't nobody get unsubscribed before I made this announcement. I'll be right back at 2,099. But shout out to everyone. Hey, G Squad. Shout out to G Squad coming through. Please make sure, if you have not, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to G Squad. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. Shout out to Tweety Bird TV. Shout out to How I See It. Who else came through? How I See It. Roll Reacts, Network Specialist. Shout out to all the content creators that came through. It's nothing for us to support each other. G Squad, I'm going to try. You come on in the afternoon. I'm going to try to come over there and make it to your channel. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Neighbor, I got you, neighbor. 3K on the way, okay? So thank you. You all have a great day on purpose. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Protect your peace. It's easy to get wrapped up on everything that's going on out here, but make sure that you are protecting your peace. And I love y'all all. Thank y'all for joining. Again, shout out to G Squad. I appreciate you coming through. And we're going to end with my theme song. Y'all already know what time it is. And I hope y'all, again, have a great day on purpose. I'm trying to find my theme song. Y'all I done renamed it and I can never find it, child. I done renamed it and I don't know where I be putting it. Here it is.
Theme music.
I hype me up.